was Gnaw by Alex G. Or as I like to call it, Gnaw, because G's make a G sound. Get over it. It's from 2023, basically. It's not technically at the time of recording, but it's going to, by the time I release this video, it might be 2023. I am up against so many clocks right now. There is precious little time to spare because I have other important things to do. Do you think I just make videos all day, every day? Well, I don't. Oh, my name's Stuart. Welcome to this Alex G guitar tutorial video. This standard tuning, I'm using an acoustic guitar that is in standard tuning. I'm not even gonna use a capo. I'm not even gonna double check my tuning to make sure I'm in standard tuning. I'm a rebel today. A loner, Dottie. Let's learn this song. It's got some cool chords in it. First chord, put your pointer finger on the 10th fret of the D string. That's the 3rd string from the top. Put your ring finger on the 12th fret of the G string. That's the 3rd string from the bottom. And then your pinky is gonna play the 12th fret on the B string, 2nd string from the bottom. You're gonna use your thumb to mute the top string, the E string. I should make sure everything's actually working correctly. Looks like we're in good shape. Mission Control says, A-OK. I wish my guitar wasn't so reflective. Did I say the whole chord yet? Okay, so I told you where the fingers go. Thumb mutes the top string. The A string, 2nd string from the top, is going to be open. That is a crucial note in this chord. Your high E string, I usually end up muting it with my pinky. My pinky kind of just mutes it automatically. If that string is open, it's okay if it's open. It might actually sound better. Ooh, maybe I should play with that string open. Actually, I think it's quite a bit better. I've been muting it, but I'm having second thoughts about that whole situation. It's up to you. Before we learn the other chords, we are going to learn the strumming for this song. It goes like this. Now, does he always play it exactly the same every time? No. And in some live videos, he does this strumming. In some live videos, he does something a little bit different, but it's always basically this, which is your first strum, you're gonna strum down, and you're gonna try to just hit the top couple strings. Now, our E string is muted, so we won't hear that one, but we do wanna hear the A string. So, see that? I'm just doing a really loosey-goosey strum down. I'm usually only hearing the A string. Sometimes I might hear the next string a little bit. So that's first. Then I'm gonna do a big strum down where I hit all the strings. So it's down, down, tiny strum down, big strum down. Then I'm gonna strum down, up, hitting basically all the strings. See that right there? Down, 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 up, down, up. I am essentially just doing that for the whole song. Watch. The big takeaways from here, the big things to watch out for is first strum, you only want to hear the low notes, the top couple strings, and then the second strum, we want to have it be a big loud strum. So it's small, loud, medium. Down, down, chicky, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and, or more technically, it's probably 1 and 2 E and a, 1 and 2 E and a. But I don't care about that. Right now, I do. I actually do. I wouldn't say it if I didn't care. But, like I said, I'm up against clocks. I have like 13 minutes left, and that doesn't even include putting this stuff away. Let's get to it, gang. Boom, bow, chicka, checka, boom, chow, chicka, checka. So we do that a couple times on that chord. How many? 1? Yeah, 2 times. Then, here's what happens next. Your ring finger hops up a string. Keep your pinky in the same spot, but have your ring finger go from the 12th fret on the G string to the 12th fret on the D string. At the same time, have your pointer finger hop up a string. So go from the 10th fret on the D string to the 10th fret on the A string. So I just took those 2 fingers, moved them up a string, down in pitch, but up towards the ceiling, while your pinky stays in the same spot. The other thing I did is took my thumb off of the top string, so now I have the open E string. We're gonna do the exact same strumming pattern. The only difference is now when we strum down at the beginning, we're mostly hitting the low E string because it's not muted anymore. So watch this. First chord, down, 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 up, down, up, down, chords right there. Okay, great. Keep your ring finger and your pinky in the exact same spot, but lift up your pointer finger. This is a bit of a stretch. This is a tricky chord, but I have faith in you that you can do it with concentration, focus, and power. Put your pointer finger on the 8th fret of the top string. Make sure your thumb is way back here. If your thumb is up here on the top, there's no way you can do it. So bring your thumb down, stretch your pointer finger all the way to the 8th fret. Keep these 2 fingers here, and your middle finger plays the 10th fret on the A string. That 10th fret on the A string isn't really a problem. If you're already stretched out between your pointer finger and your ring finger, your middle finger should just go there pretty easily. And now we do the same strumming on this chord. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, shoot, shucks darn, diggity ding dang darn, my hands aren't big enough to play this song. I think they are. You just gotta relax. You gotta make sure your thumb is not up over the top. You gotta be patient. You gotta be cool. I started singing the song by a person. Is it Tracy Chapman? I do not recall. But it has nothing to do with this, so I better just move on from it. This is the 3rd chord that we just did. The next one is you're going to, okay, here's what you do. You take your pointer finger, you slide it all the way back to the 3rd fret on the E string. You can use, middle finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and then your pinky on the 7th fret of the D string. So 3rd fret on top, 5th fret on the 2nd from the top, and then 7th fret with your pinky on the 3rd from the top. The bottom 3 strings over here, you can play them open or they can be muted. Sounds good either way. It's somewhere in the middle on the recording. It's like sometimes some of those notes you can hear them, sometimes you can't. I actually think this chord's a trickier one to play. It's just the frets are a little farther apart, wider, so it's just hard to get to it. Those are 4 chords. We're just going to do those on a loop. We're going to do it kind of slowly right now. This makes up the bulk of the song. This is the intro. This is the verse. This is the chorus. Is there a chorus in the song? I'm not really sure, but let's play these 4 chords together kind of slowly. 1, 2, 3, and here we go. I said kind of slow. This is very slow. 2nd chord, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Next one, down, up, boom, pow, to get back, then down to the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say we were gonna do it twice in a row? Well, guess what? We're not gonna, because I'm up against the clocks. Oh, I have like no time left. All right, so he does that 4 times, I believe. The 4th time, after he finishes this one, he goes down to here. So he just takes that exact same chord shape, but slides it 1, 2 frets back. So now it's pointer finger on 1 on top, 3rd fret on 3 of the 2nd string, and pinky on 5 of the 3rd string from the top. And he does play the other 3 strings open as well. And he goes, now, in the studio recording, he goes like this. He plays that twice, and then he takes these fingers off and just strums with the open top string and then the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And then he goes back to this one. So he goes like this. He goes like that. But whenever all the videos of him playing live, he does not do that. He just does this. So I don't know if that was like unintentional in the original recording or if he just decided he didn't like it, but that's something to think about. Another difference between the original studio recording and when he does it live, the original studio recording, I believe after that 3rd fret chord, he slides it up 2 frets, so he goes 1, 2, 3, and then starts over. And he does that for some live videos, but in all the modern ones, he doesn't do that. I think, here's my theory. This is my theory. Going from this chord back to that is kind of clumsy. It's kind of hard to do. So I think instead of going from this, I'm sorry, and then having to rush back up to here, he's just like, boom, then he has a little bit more time to get that chord settled. Anyway, that was a big waste of time. I should cut that out of the video. This is what he does for the bulk of the song, remember. Let's do it medium speed again. We did it very slowly before. Now let's do medium speed through these 4 chords. Now we will do it twice because we're going to do it medium instead of extremely slow. Boom, cha, baka, baka, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, pow, chicky, tacky, doom, pow, chicky, tacky, switch chords, tacky, chucky, boom, pow, chicka, chaka, boom, pow, baka, baka, boom, pow, baka, chaka, boom, pow, baka. Back to the first one. Ooh, that's kind of hard. Go down to the first fret now. We did it. We done it. We did it. You can basically like sing and play the whole song all the way through, basically, if you just know that part. My little tip, Stuart's tip. When you go from the 2nd chord to the 3rd chord, make sure not to move the pinky or the ring finger. I know I've already said that like 20 times, but it's crucial and it's tempting to lift those fingers up. Don't do it. Keep them there. Keep them there. Just move your other 2 fingers. See that? All right, so now here's what we have to do. We have to learn the little lead guitar part, we have to learn the interlude, and we have to learn the ending. First thing is we're gonna learn this little lead guitar part that goes, So this part's just kind of fun. I don't exactly know what you want to do with it. Like in the, it's always like a different guitarist who does it or an overdub or whatever, but I'm just going to show it to you because it's fun. So you start up on 15 of the B string, the 2nd string from the bottom. You're going to play 15, 12, 8. We're going to rush through this. So we go 15, 12, 8. Then on the same string, this is all going to be on the B string. Play 5, 3, 5, 8, 5, 8, 10, 8, 10, 12, 10, 12, back up to 15. I'm not going to walk you through that too much. I'm just using my pointer finger and my ring finger to kind of rock back and forth between the notes. Let me just do it one more time really slowly, saying the frets, and then we'll be done with this part because no one cares about this part. Anyway, 1, 2, start on 15, 15, 15, 12, 8, then down to 5, 5, 3, 5, 8, 5, 8, 10, 8, 10, 12, 10, 12, 15. Up to speed, it's 3, 4. It's fun to play. It's a fun little thing. And now we get to the interlude, which goes like this. It goes... Wait, no. That's it. Oh, I did it. I remembered it. I'm very, very proud of myself. Play the open D string, the 3rd string from the top. Then, down on the very bottom string, play 12, 10. I'm just going ring finger, pointer finger. So, open, 12, 10. Then, you're going to play 7 with your ring finger on the A string, 2nd string from the top. Then with your pinky, play 7 on the bottom. So you play 7 on the A string, 7 on the bottom. Then pointer finger on the 5th fret of the bottom string. Is that right? Okay, wait. Yeah, 5th fret, then hammer on to the 7th fret. So you go, and what I do there is I use ring finger to play 7 on the A string, pinky to play 7 on the bottom string, pointer finger to play 5th fret on the bottom string, and then I just kind of cheat and I use my ring finger to hammer on to the 7th fret of the bottom string. We could keep the 7th fret up here and hammer on with the pinky, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm doing a little hammer on to 7, then a pull off to 5. Then I go to the 3rd fret on the bottom string, play that, and then pull off to the open string. So now we just did this. 7th fret, hammer on, pull off. Then do that exact same little hammer on pull off thing you just did, but instead of playing 7 on the A string, you're gonna play 7 on the top string. If you haven't noticed, my energy just shot down a bunch, and then I just did a little look over there because I feel like I'm out of time. I need to go on to the next part of my day, but I don't want to stop. So I got kind of weird is what happened. Anyway, we've got 7th fret on the top string, then 7th fret down on the bottom, hammer on from 5 to 7 on the bottom, pull off to 5. When I say pull off, that just means this just went very downhill, very fast. So you do the hammer on, you play 5 on the bottom string, just without replucking it, you just hit 7 on the bottom string, and then you just pull your ring finger off of the bottom string like that. Pull-offs, hammer-ons are great. And then you do your little pull-off from 3 to 0 again. All right, okay, fine. Then you play 8 on the top string. You can use any finger you want. I don't even care. Go down to the bottom string, play 7, then 5, hammer on to 7. Don't do the pull off though. This time, after you do the hammer on from 5 to 7, you're gonna go up to 10 and then play 7. Yeah, then play 7. So it goes like this. Just like that. All of that was a terrible explanation. What do you say I play that whole part for you? And then you'll at least be able to see and hear it. 1, 2, here it is. Oh, I did a little slide up to 10. I kind of like that. I'm pretty sure that's what he does. Okay, then we started over, but with a couple key differences. Key difference number 1, at the very beginning, instead of playing the open D string, the second time through, you're gonna play the open G string, the 3rd string from the bottom. So it's... Everything else is the same. Then the other key difference is at the end, you play that 8th fret on the top string, but instead of going up to the 10, you just do the regular 7, hammer, pull, 3, pull off. You do that same regular lead little lick we did before. All right, I think we all get it. I think that's fine. It's not, I kind of rushed through that part. He doesn't always even do that part when he plays it live anyway. Sometimes he just skips that part. So you can skip it too, and I can just kind of half butt it. I didn't want to say the A word for some reason. I don't know why. It's like barely even a bad word. And I like bad words, but I just didn't want to say it. I felt like it would be inappropriate. It would be inappropriate given the circumstance. We have to learn the ending. Ending's a pizza pie. Ending is a pizza pie. Everyone's already done. We learned the cool part. You guys are all done. So now we can just hang out and just chat, except I'm completely out of time. What am I even out of time for? What's supposed to magically happen at this point where I have to go off and do something? I know what it is, but you don't know what it is, so I'll just ramble for a second. I'm 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late, but I'm going to finish this up real quick. Check it out. I'm going to tell you some chords. G chord. Do you know the G chord? I'm not even going to tell it to you. You have to look it up. I'll tell it to you. Ring, middle finger, 3rd fret on top. Pointer finger, 2nd fret on the next string. Then middle 2 strings are open. Use your pinky and your ring finger to play the 3rd fret on the bottom 2 strings. That's a G string chord. G chord. E minor chord. Top string open. 2nd fret on the 2nd string. 2nd fret on the 3rd string. The rest of the strings are open. That's an E minor chord. Okay, great. Are you ready for the B7 chord? I didn't think so. B7 chord. Top string muted by your thumb. On 2nd string from the top, play the middle finger on the 2nd fret. Put your pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 3rd string from the top. Put your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. That's the 4th string from the top. I am so distracted. Pinky goes on the 2nd fret of the bottom string. But here's a little secret. That pinky on the 2nd fret of the bottom string doesn't matter all that much. You can kind of get by without it. This is a B7 chord. Sounds like that. It's a little bit hard. Some of you guys might not know this one. Just to review it, mute top string, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret. And then finally, this C major 7 over G, middle finger, 3rd fret top string, ring finger, 3rd fret on the 2nd string from the top, pointer finger, 2nd fret on the 3rd string from the top. Why am I even telling you all these chords? Because this is the ending of the song. This is when he sings something about not being your mother. He does the same strumming we did at the beginning of the song, that down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, on these chords. So he goes G, down, down, up, ba, 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 E minor, B7, C major 7 over G. And then I think he ends with a G, and that's it. My name's Stuart. Like him, subscribe to me. This is Gnaw by Alex G. Gnaw. Good night.